So as we close this thing down, this has been a phenomenal, phenomenal night. You know, when I think about Trenton, there's power in the name. Most of you in here have probably heard of the I Am Trenton Community Foundation. Let me see your hands if you've heard of that foundation. Right? Most of you heard of it. That wasn't the original name of the foundation. I'm one of the founders. We originally named that foundation the Capital City Community Foundation. But the name didn't have any guts to it. The name didn't have any strength to it. Something about Trenton. Something about that name, Trenton. There's strength in that name. There's resilience in that name. And so when we talk about a greater Trenton, that takes vision. Like when Freddie and Rosa looked at that little lot, because they talk about where the McDonald's is, but when they looked at that lot, there was no McDonald's there. It was a parking lot with a building that kids used to just hang out at that had to be demolished, but somebody had to have vision. And I remember putting the shovel in the ground with them, and I'm whispering to Freddie, where are you actually going to put this thing? How's it going to actually work? But that took vision. And it also took something else. It took a community that was willing to stand together and work together to make sure that that business was successful and that it would stand. The same way that it did with the Smith Family Foundation. Oganan's story says that there are children that were sitting in a group, and it was lunchtime, and the teacher said, it's time to get lunch. You can go ahead and get lunch. And when the young people got up, they all got up and they locked arms and they ran over to get lunch together. And a person from the States that was there, he said, if that had been the kids in our lunch group, they would have been knocking each other over trying to figure out how to get to the lunch. And they would have been racing to get to it. And the teacher said, but we teach them something different here. Because if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, we go together. In this room, we have people that have locked arms. They know what Trenton is, and they're willing to go far. And the only way that we'll go far is if we go together. We are grateful for your time. We're grateful for your treasures that you've given from the sponsors. We're grateful for your talents, for the people that have worked and labored in this vineyard to make it work properly. And we're grateful for your leadership, George. And so, as we finish up this night, just remember that there's power in a name. And if there's power in a name, when we say greater Trenton, that has exponential power. It's not just Trenton, but it's a greater Trenton with exponential power. We're going to have photos up here tonight for those, so all the honorees, please do not run around. Let them at least get to the front so they can take some photos with folks, with the elected officials that are still here. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for allowing me to be your MC. Have an incredible night.
YourTownTube is today's #1 all-local promotion, social media, and networking in the central New Jersey region. The most attractive, fastest, and most affordable ways to reach a huge local audience.